Hey everyone, and welcome to this week's Atlas Wellness webinar. As things slowly start to seem to inch back to a new normal, our days will inevitably fill up once again. Fitting in healthy eating can be tough with a busy schedule, which is why today we'll be looking at some tips for eating on the go. There are two main components to fitting healthy eating into your busy life. The first is planning, which includes incorporating healthy snack choices and some preparation, whether it be traditional meal prep or some other flexible option. And the second component is making smarter choices for what you are unable to plan for. So this might include, for example, eating out or being faced with a situation where you have less control over the foods available. Let's start out by talking about one of the biggest pieces of eating on the go, and that's snacking. When done right, snacks can be a beneficial addition to your eating plan by giving you a boost of energy between meals. It is also important in helping control hunger, which when left unchecked can result in overeating or eating less healthful options in later meals. Timing of snacks is important and can require some thoughtful planning. As with any eating, try to eat when you're hungry. Check in with your body regularly. How are your energy levels? Do you notice any physical signs of hunger? If so, it's time for a snack. Mindfully checking in with yourself throughout the day will help you reduce eating out of boredom, which is a common problem with snacking. In general, I would recommend structuring your day to include 3 meals with 2 to 3 snacks, if this is what feels best for your body. For example, breakfast, morning snack, lunch, afternoon snack, dinner, and potentially an evening snack if you feel like you need it. Being intentional about your snack choices and incorporating mindful planning is important. Without this, you might be left susceptible to mindless eating, which can throw off your healthy eating habits. So, take a few moments to prepare before you get hungry. This might mean pre-packing some snack bags or Tupperwares, chopping up some fruits or veggies, purchasing ready-to-go snack foods, or even just thinking about what options you'll have available to you. So what makes a snack healthy? Aim for something that meets 2 to 3 different food groups. Breaking it up this way can help you increase variety in your diet and can also help you think more critically about what you're eating and what purpose it serves in your snack. For example, grains, fruits, and veggies provide carbohydrates for an energy boost and can also give you fiber to help keep you full until your next meal. Protein is important in helping many different processes in your body and can also help slow the digestion of carbohydrates to help the energy it gives you last longer. Fats can also help with this and tend to keep us fuller longer. Aim to include 2 to 3 different food groups, especially a protein and ideally paired with a carbohydrate for energy, knowing that they'll work synergistically together to regulate your blood sugar between meals and help keep you fuller and more energized for longer. Here are some examples of healthy snacks, and remember, prioritize the protein. So in the first picture, there's fruit for carbs and fiber, and a nut butter for protein. In the second picture, there's yogurt for protein and a healthy fat, and granola and fruit and carbs for fiber. And the third picture is trail mix, so you get protein and healthy fat from the nuts and dried fruit for carbs. And in the final picture, you have a quesadilla with protein from cheese, possibly some beans, and you can add carbs from the tortilla or some veggies. You can also get healthy fats from guac. Making sure you get the most out of your meals is also important for making sure that you stay full and energized throughout the day while you're out. Meal prepping can be a great way to help you fit healthy foods when you're short on time. Although meal prepping can be an initial time investment, it can save you even more time later. Here are some considerations when thinking about how to fit meal prep into your life and what kinds of foods might be easiest for you. It's important to find something that will work for your schedule. Some people find it helpful to get all their cooking done for the week in one day, whereas others might choose to prep a different meal the night before. Whatever you choose, consider how this might impact what you can easily cook and store. For example, if you're planning on cooking once a week for the whole week, you may opt for something like a soup or other flavor-heavy dish so that the flavors can really set in, rather than something like a salad that doesn't keep well. What you prep might also be influenced by how you plan to eat the meal. For example, you might find it easy to make foods that you can freeze and reheat later, perhaps in the break room microwave. Or maybe you need something that requires no reheating at all. Or if you like more flexibility, you might choose to prep individual types of food, like chopping up veggies, grilling some chicken, cooking grains, or making a sauce, and then all you have to do is combine the individual components into a different meal throughout the week. You might choose to use this style of meal prep, for example, to make a variety of salads, sandwiches, pasta dishes, or whatever meals might use similar ingredients. When planned well, this method can be useful in reducing the amount of work you have to put in up front and also reducing your grocery bill by using similar foods across meals. Especially now, it's important to think about food safety as a way to avoid unnecessary illness. Make sure you're keeping perishables cold, which would include most pre-cooked meals. Try bringing a small insulated bag or keeping a cooler in the car, or use a fridge if you have access. Also, make sure when you're reheating foods that you do so thoroughly to kill off bacteria. And finally, start small. Meal prep can take a lot of time and you don't want to burn out too quickly. It's better to start small, knowing that even just a small amount can already be a big step toward healthier eating. So start out by picking just one meal or one recipe at a time and go from there. And some days are just really busy, but we still need to eat. So even if it's fast food, restaurant takeout, or even a vending machine, there can still be fast, easy, and appealing options for folks that can still be healthy. So let's talk about making some of those healthier choices when eating out. Consider the type of food. Some people have an easier time making healthier choices with certain types of foods over others. Think of foods that you can add more veggies to or find lighter options, like pizzas, sandwiches and wraps, burritos, breakfast foods, whatever foods you enjoy that you also don't mind modifying. Plan ahead. Most places have their menus posted online or in an app, so you can just look over it in advance and become more thoughtful when the time to order actually comes around. You might also try calling in or ordering online to place your order in advance. That way you won't be tempted to veer from your plan when you're rolling through the drive-thru. Circling back to the menu, here are some things to look for. Think about nutritional value. So many places have the nutritional facts available for you to look up. I would recommend aiming for something that has an appropriate number of calories for your needs and is also lower in saturated fat and also gives you protein and ideally fiber if you can. There are certain phrases or terms that you could look for that might help you identify these choices. So for example, you could look for words like baked, braised, broiled, grilled, poached, roasted, steamed. All of these indicate lower fat options. Conversely, things that are fried or breaded are going to be higher in saturated fats. Also, think about portions. Consider ordering a kid's meal or sharing with a friend, or just going for the smaller size if you really don't need that much. And don't be afraid to customize. Try adding veggies to your burger or pizza, or subbing for a whole grain bread. Look for alternatives on the menu, like a side of fruit instead of fries. There are a few different options you can explore when you're trying to modify your favorite fast foods to be a little bit healthier for you. And finally, I wanted to end by saying that no matter how busy you are, it is important to slow down for a minute and be mindful when it comes to eating. No matter where you are or what you're eating, being mindful is an essential step in healthy eating. So take a lunch break or a snack break. Park the car, get off the phone, just focus on the food and how you feel. I hope this gave you some ideas, and remember that even just making small steps can make a big difference toward improving your habits. Contact me for an in-person or telehealth nutrition consult, and we can talk about fitting healthy eating into your uniquely busy life, whether it's brainstorming snack ideas, making a meal prep plan, or help with navigating fast food menus. That's all for today, and remember to reach out if you need anything. Thanks.